Hey everyone, Nadia here, head of people at Doist. I have been reading all over LinkedIn that many folks as advising a lot of head of peoples and VP of peoples and folks just in HR in general to start hiring product managers or data analytics experts in their teams, etc. And I view this very differently. Considering just how quickly the world is changing right now and how we are in this AI transformation stage globally, I would not recommending adding any headcount to your current team. I actually believe that we have all been hyper focused on hiring for potential, and we say that to each other daily on the internet. And if you've hired for potential, it means that you have people in your team that is willing to learn new skills, adapt to new stages of the organization. And that willingness, that potential is way, way better than just adding new people to the team that's got the expertise externally, right? That you're bringing onto the team. If you're struggling with behaviors on your team, that's a very different issue and not a problem I'm going to tackle today in this call. But if you have folks that are willing to learn new skills, that are willing to pivot and adapt with the company direction, right? And that you hired for potential, chances are you can actually develop a lot of these skills in your current teams. And I think about a people team right now in these three ways. I think about how do I leverage existing skills and up-level that, right? How do I not add additional headcount, but constantly look at up-level, redefine what their roles can look like and work with them directly on this, not in a silo on my own. And then lastly, how do I boost innovation, right? To support their journey while supporting the company's journey. And so that gets me straight to aligning your current team's goals to the company mission and goals. If you have not aligned the people team's goals, current OKRs, quarterly goals, whatever you're working on right now, with what the company's mission and goals are, there is already a huge disconnect, right? So this is a huge opportunity for you to just focus on what is my team working on right now? How is that enabling everyone else that's working here? How is it enabling the company's mission? How is it uplifting it? How is it helping to develop and support that journey? So if the company, for example, is busy shipping a bunch of AI features, right? Or is changing their organizational structure, how is your team supporting that? And I'm not talking administratively. I am talking strategically. I'm talking that alignment, that core alignment to what am I spending my time on to uplift and enable everyone else that works here in alignment with that company goal. And I really think it's that simple. I think a lot of us are hearing like, oh, I need a product manager and I should develop products in the people team and I need this and I need that. You have tremendous people in your team right now that's probably quite scared about and vulnerable about their current future. And if you just double down on developing those people, chances are the trust and the belonging factor is going to double or triple in the next 6 to 12 months. And so the skills that they're going to adopt and the innovation they're going to deliver is well beyond what someone externally can do that's still ramping up. I'm also not saying don't hire at all. I'm specifically talking about your people team, right? And so imagine your talent and people team, not everywhere else. If you have opportunities to hire, absolutely go for it. But I wouldn't increase my headcount costs in a people team in this sort of transformational stage right at this minute. And so what skills can you develop in your current team? I was so fortunate to develop iteration and triaging as a product manager at GitLab. I got to run all our people tech etc., in the world of from talent to learning and development, everything that had to do with technology, iteration, products for the people team, I was able to run as a product manager, even though I was at that point senior manager people operations. I gained the skill. I was willing to learn. And those kind of skills I still use today. I used it at Remote. I used it at Camunda. I'm using it at Doist daily on how are we building for people? What is the user experience or employee experience or contractor experience, depending on your setup, right? Who are you building for? How are you going to continuously making it better? what is informing those iterations, right? And so the next is about learning how to make data-informed decisions and teaching your team how to do that, right? And this isn't that difficult. It's not that difficult to adopt it. Be careful of not data-driven, because data-driven, there's so much context missing that people can't see or touch or feel, right? Data-informed by still looking at the context, etc. And next, I would absolutely recommend learning how to automate, integrate, and build with AI. I would not shy away from that area or that skill set. If if your team has potential, not that difficult. They've just got to be open and willing to learn a new skill. Lars actually said this beautifully in one of his posts, Lars Smith, which is in my community, and all over LinkedIn, and a very famous, amazing voice in the world of people. And then I'll end it off with how to build meaningful learning in half the time. If you can figure out how to build meaningful learning and development paths, content, etc., and half the time you're doing it right now, it is going to tie you free and giving you way more time to engage with all the amazing people that work there. It's going to give you more time to uplift and enable and develop other people at the company as well. And so that's my Monday news for you. And I hope this inspires you to start building skills in your amazing teams and not start, trying to replace them with people that might have those skills already, but going to take really long to ramp. And we've got to protect these folks and help future-proof their learnings as well and their skills. Bye.